Hey everyone, me Kevin here with an update on stimulus and what Janet Yellen just said. First, the Paycheck Protection Program will have a massive change coming out on Wednesday. Businesses with more than 20 employees will be completely blocked from applying for the PPP loan starting Wednesday for 2 weeks. This is an effort to provide smaller businesses the opportunity to get in line for a Paycheck Protection Program loan, which is forgivable money if you follow the rules of the program. If you haven't signed up for the PPP yet and you're self-employed or run a business, go to a website like metkevin.com/veem, V-E-E-M. All you need is your tax return, your corporate tax return, if you have a corporation, driver's license, last month bank statement, and they usually ask you for a voided check as well. If you have this information, take you like 15 minutes, bang it out, do it, apply. I'm not affiliated with this company, but go to metkevin.com/veem. Now, in fairness, I have to start the video off with some form of an affiliate link, so make sure to go to metkevin.com/BF and get up to $250 in cryptocurrency so you can see your money evaporate. Oh gosh, sorry, that's a reference to the market being rough today. So you could see your money make 7% in interest, well, on whatever's left. But anyway, go to metkevin.com/BF and yeah, check it out. Okay, let's keep going with the update. Janet Yellen spoke today. The American Rescue Plan, she says, gets money to the people who need it. She spoke this morning on a New York Times column with an anchor from CNBC, which I thought was an interesting mix. But anyway, rental assistance, stimulus checks, unemployment, child tax credits, all of these things are tools to get money to people who need it, she says. And she says that the money we spend will pay for itself. She says that interest rates have been drifting down. We don't need to be worried about inflation. Just look at traditional measures. Everything is fine. There's no need to worry. There's no need to panic. Banks are doing really well. Everything is absolutely fine. Just whatever you do, do not, I beg of you, do not look at what Tesla stock is doing today, because whatever it's doing today, and it's certainly by no means on screen today, but whatever Tesla is doing today has nothing to do with being down a lot. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So anyway, let's instead move on to the other things Janet Yellen talked about. Like, hey, how about a financial transactions tax? Are we going to see a financial transaction tax? Janet Yellen might not think so. She says it's worth looking into, but she's worried that a financial transactions tax would end up hurting retail investors more. Instead, she says, instead of trying to stimulate the economy or stimulate the government's pocketbooks by taxing people when they buy or sell stocks, she says that focusing on corporate taxation is much more important. Raising the corporate tax rate, maybe not as high as it used to be in the 35% range, but instead raising the corporate tax rate from where it is now at 21% to 28%. She's also not in favor of a wealth tax because it's difficult to implement, but does believe that eliminating these stepped up tax bases could be worth looking into. Then she talks about how Bitcoin is extremely inefficient and it takes too much energy to, well, process and to create proof of work. This is something that has been a very large criticism of Bitcoin, though Bitcoin fans say, hey, the modern monetary systems also use a lot of energy. So let's be real here. Anyway, we are 20 days away from the expiration of COVID relief. The House Budget Committee takes up the COVID relief bill today. The bill is expected to get voted on in the House of Representatives either Friday or Saturday. And Nancy Pelosi can only afford to lose 5 votes. If 5 Democratic representatives in the House end up siding with Republicans, the bill will still pass. But if 6 vote against the bill will fail in the House and it won't even go over to the Senate. Now, I'm not exactly sure why the bill would get voted on Friday or Saturday. Nancy Pelosi, I'm pretty sure, indicated she wanted to see this bill voted on by the 22nd or 23rd. But then again, it's Congress, so we'll probably be watching this vote on Saturday. And then we'll see it go on over to the Senate, which, by the way, as soon as tomorrow, we expect that the Senate parliamentarian could rule whether or not the minimum wage will be eligible for increase as part of the budget resolution bill that we're expecting, or the budget reconciliation bill. Now, according to Punchbowl News, Senator Bernie Sanders put out a statement Saturday saying that he is, quote, confident that the Senate parliamentarian would rule that raising the minimum wage is permissible in a budget reconciliation package. Now, we'll see. So here's kind of an outline in terms of the time frame of what we could expect to happen here. Tuesday, well, maybe today we'll hear something from the House Budget Committee. Maybe not. Tomorrow, maybe we'll hear from the parliamentarian. So maybe tomorrow we'll know whether or not we're going to see the minimum wage happen. Because if the parliamentarian votes against the minimum wage change being part of the budget reconciliation bill, then it's very likely that Joe Manchin is going to vote no on the bill, and Chuck Schumer will have to remove the minimum wage or provision to actually get the proper Democratic votes. However, even if Joe Manchin goes for it, there's still Kyrsten Sinema who might vote against it because she is anti the minimum wage provision, though she recently hasn't been super vocal about that. She had a Politico interview about 3 weeks ago. I haven't recently heard her renew her call, saying she will definitely vote against the stimulus package, so we'll just have to wait and see what comes tomorrow. As usual, there's a lot of wait and see. But anyway, make sure, if you have not yet, take a look at this series of videos that I have breaking down not only the new terms of the $1,400 stimulus check, there's a video for that. Check out the video breaking down the child tax credit. Check out yesterday's video breaking down a ton of questions and answers that many of you have. And of course, check out the video breaking down the unemployment provisions of this bill. I do plan to release a few more videos on other provisions of this bill. And if you have suggestions for areas that you want me to take a look at, make sure to let me know. But this is the outline for right now. A little more wait and see. We got Janet Yellen going, don't worry about the market collapsing. It's all fine. There's no inflation coming to take our attendees away. Just don't worry about it. It's all going to be okay. We're sending you a check very soon. Anyway, folks, if you're having a decently good day, go to metkevin.com/BF and get yourself up to $250 of free money. Thank you so much for watching, and folks, we'll see you in the next video.